Hello Tokusatsu community and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Lightning Collection new release here. Not as new as the A-Squad Red that we took a look at a couple days ago, because, well, this has been out in the UK for a little while and just finally decided to release in the US. So this is from Hasbro Pulse, and this is the first of my Cog army. Ta-da! We have Cogs, the Zeo Cogs, and wow, that thing got beat in. Well, that's unfortunate. Good thing I bought 3 of them. Hopefully at least one of them will have a good box, because this one is definitely pretty beat up. That's unfortunate. But like I said, if any of them are going to be beat up, at least it's one that I bought multiples of. But regardless, we still have this beautiful box. One of my favorite boxes that I think Lightning Collection has ever done, honestly. You have that beautiful Tom Whalen artwork that wraps all the way around there. And you have, like, you know, the one regular Cog head and the, like, attack mode Cog head, I guess. That just looks really cool. Then here's the graphic of them back here. Looking sweet here. So, yeah, what's also going to be cool about this set is that, if you remember a couple months ago, my friend Corey Hernandez, who does the really awesome custom Lightning Collection figures, actually sent me a custom Cog. And I did a video about that before this 2-pack had leaked or was revealed. So I did have that to show off here as well, to compare Corey's, fan-made, really good custom one and Hasbro's brand new official one. So we'll definitely be sure to take a look at that. Speaking of boxes, if you were curious, it is the same size as the Putty Patroller 2-pack, the other Pulse exclusive, Army Builder pack that we got in 2020. So I don't know if we're going to get, like, one of these every year. It would be really cool if we got, like, Quantrons or something like that for in space like this. But, very similar setup. You don't have, like, this little kind of, I don't know, look graphic, I guess, there. But you still get, like, the double artwork and everything there. And it is the same size. You are getting a ton of stuff in here. So this 2-pack just looks so good. I love that you get duplicates of everything. I love that they actually bothered to give you, both effect pieces twice, both heads twice, both weapons twice, both hands twice, This is really awesome. And if you got more than one, you have a lot of really cool effect pieces to use on not even just the Cogs, obviously. So let's go ahead and open this all up. Alright, so there's everything out of the package. So obviously you get a lot of stuff here. So you really are getting your value for $42. It's just, for army builders, you're going to probably want to get more than just one of these sets. So what's cool is that they kind of did it like how the putties had the different designs on their chest. You get both of the main versions of the Cogs seen during Power Rangers Zeo. So more often than not, this is the typical Cog, this silver-bodied Cog with this kind of speckled, sparkly pattern on their chests. But there are red Cogs with this kind of off pinkish color, sort of, not really maroon, but kind of a salmon color. There was a Cog like that in at least a good amount of episodes of Zeo. And I think O-Ranger as well, obviously. So this is a good idea, do it like this. Get them out the door, same body mold, just different color. But yeah, this is fantastic here, so let's go ahead and just take a look at the Cogs. So first look at that silver with the little speckled pattern there. So it looks pretty nice. It's on the arms, it's on the legs. I really like how that looks. It's really pretty. Doesn't really continue on the back much. You kind of get like a metallic silver paint, but that's another thing, like the silver and gold are very, very nice on these. You can see there's like some gold paint, like, that kind of got into the belt buckle there, or the belt strap that really shouldn't be there, but I guess that will always let me know which one was my very first Cog, if my other two are like that, so, or not like that. So there he is. Obviously, these are pretty basic Lightning Collection figures in terms of, like, the sculpt, because there's not really armor on these guys. There's obviously the belt buckle and kind of the bigger boots kind of, and the arms kind of going on here. But yeah, there's nothing limiting the articulation. Obviously, he's going to move exactly everywhere you would think he would. I would say that the head actually comes off a lot easier than other Lightning Collection figures, which I don't know if that's intentional or not, due to the fact that they do have these, which are really, really cool. The attack heads for when their faces lift up and have the mechanical eyes and everything underneath. So you can, of course, replicate that and kind of have them go into a kind of a crazed attack mode, raise their arms up or something like that, and kind of, have them ready to attack. So that's pretty sweet. You do get 2 effect pieces for each of these guys. So you get this purple punching effect one, which we don't get the punch one all that often, so I'm really happy to get more of the punch one, and it's in one of my favorite colors ever. I love purple, so that's really sweet. And then you get this good old effect piece that we've had with the Z Putties and the Putty 2-pack, the kind of chest explosion effect piece. But this is, I believe, the first time it's been done up in this light blue. We've had it in yellow with last year's Foot Soldier 2-pack, and we kind of had it like in a dark blue with the Z Putties, and here it is in kind of this lighter blue. So it is slightly different shade. You also get their weapons, both the full lawn staff version, and you also get the little short staff version as well. So that looks pretty cool. And then their hands are also the same. So both of them come with these grab hands. Same for the same hand too. You know, you get literally the exact same hands duplicated, and then you get this fist for his right hand. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you're going to get out of these. Here is the salmon one. We'll kind of take a look at him. But basically, you know, the exact same figure, just without the metallic silver paint or the little speckled, sparkly patterns. So, you know, of course it is. Oh, shoot. Well, his arm came off. That's never happened to me before. What the heck? Okay. It pegs right back in, but yeah, alright, that was a pretty loose arm. I guess I have a battle-damaged cog. Alright, so now here's the comparison between the official Hasbro Lightning Collection cog and the Corey Hernandez and Tim Bree collab custom cog that was sent to me back in May. And look how good this looks. Like, basically, it's just another cog for my army. That's why, even though, obviously, I really like having an official Hasbro version now, I still am really happy to have this custom one, because you really can't ever have too many army builders, you know? So now I just have, when all my packs come in, this will be my 4th cog for the silver ones. But yeah, I mean, he didn't like replicate like the effect pieces and stuff, obviously. But I mean, obviously you can see, did a really good job here. You know, like being pretty much exactly how the Hasbro version ended up coming out. So we'll go ahead and take a look at them in a little bit more detail here. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that this was originally an in-space red that he customized into a cog. The hands were the Psycho Rangers, which was a really good use because the cogs have these little bumps on their hand, the little round bumps there, which we didn't have like the proper sculpt of, but the Psycho Rangers come pretty close. So obviously the Hasbro ones went through the effort of doing that because, well, you know, of course they would. And but this one is a really good substitute, so that's really good. And obviously same thing with like using in space red, if that is who this was, in terms of like kind of having that cuff design and kind of having the larger-ish boots. But even Corey went in there and did the speckled patterns, you know, a different way, but you still got the same effect. And then you 3D printed the belt buckle, which I mean is pretty basically identical, and the heads look really good as well. And what's really neat is that Corey did also implement the attack head, so he did also have a 3D printed attack head. Let's go ahead and swap this as well. Which that also turned out really, really good. So shout out to you, Tim and Corey, for your awesome work on this one. I mean, awesome. So good. And then they even did the weapons. So this is the Hasbro version of the staff and the custom version of the staff. So Corey's actually more detailed. It's longer, actually. So look at that. And then you even went through the effort of doing the smaller version of it. So, which is also bigger than the official Hasbro one. So yeah, what a great job. All right, here we are in the middle of the video, and it's mail call time again. All right, so here's pack number 2 and pack number 3. So we have the whole cog army that I was going for here. So let's get these guys open. Same thing as the original pack, just more of them. Now that the other two packs are in, we can have the whole cog army fighting the Zeo Rangers, and this looks awesome. I love this. I borrowed some effect pieces from like the Tenga right there, and that one came with Bridge, not with Tommy, but and like that one came with Kai and not with Trey there. But this looks fantastic. I mean, just all the different cool things you can do. Also, these stands from Hasbro Pulse. I see people asking about these all the time. I will leave a link. Ooh, I just bumped Tommy. I will leave a link to them in the description below. I love these stands. They have pegs for the feet, so they don't come off or anything like that. And you can like plug in display like, you know, stand piece into any of these little pegs there. So I'll be sure to leave a comment or to link to those down there below. But yeah, I mean, everything you get with this 2-pack, you know, all the different versions of the weapons, the little short one, the long one, the fact that you get the attack heads and the regular heads and the blast effect pieces and stuff like that just means you can have such an awesome battle scene here. And this is just, even if you just have one cog 2-pack, you can still have a really cool battle between one silver cog, one red cog, and a ranger. But when you get multiples like this, you can have a whole little battle recreating any episode that you want, especially since we are going to be getting Tanya and Kat in the Lightning Collection here. They're on the pre-order state of things right now. When they come in, we'll have the whole Zeo team and a whole army of cogs for them to fight. And with, if you saw my video yesterday, we have a Zeo villain coming in one of the future waves of the Lightning Collection. We don't know who yet, but perhaps we'll get a kind of commander, I guess. If it's one of the Royal House of Gadgetry Machine Empire generals, maybe. We have someone to lead the cogs coming pretty soon, possibly. So, what a cool 2-pack. I love this thing so much. Alright, well that is going to do it for this little first impressions unboxing of my COG Lightning Collection army. So like I said, these are available still in stock on Hasbro Pulse, so the link will be in the description below if you'd like to pick up your own cogs. They are limiting them to 2 per customer, and I think it does stop you if you try to place another order, so you're probably just going to have to get another account to get multiples of these. They did let me pre-order 3 of them somehow back in June, but then they since changed that, so that's how I was able to get 3. But now you're going to have to do little loopholes to get them. But if you want to make your little cog army, this is all the ones I'm getting. I'm good here. I'm done. This is all I needed. So everyone else, have fun building your cog armies. And I love these little troop builder packs. These are so good. I can't wait to get more of these. The putty one was fantastic last year. I think this cog one is even better. It's just, they look so good. The metallic plastic in the metallic paint. And they just, like they nailed it with these. So thank you all for watching. Of course, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And until then, I'll see you all later.